introduce. He is the business governor, assistant governor, Mr. Jaturong, our alumni of our university. He will talk about the business solution of EV. สวัสดีครับ Hello อาจารย์ and hello to all listeners and audience. Today it probably in outdoor environment because I need to take my mom to the hospital, so I need to find the peace locations to lecture. So you probably hear the natural sound, the birds, the vehicle sounds. I'm sorry about this. So I would like to share the presentation. Can you see the slide? Yes, I can see. Hi to everyone. I am the representative of PEA. I'm talking about I'm talking on the point that I am in charge of the electricity distribution. At my dimension is very important because EV users only talk about or think about the efficiency of EV use, battery proficient or motor proficiency, and how long does it take and how long they can propel their vehicles. That's what they concern, the user concerns. But we are talking about the energy that what can we do so that we could fill this gap. And today my topic is about different business and about different solutions related concerning EV. I would like to introduce myself. I am the alumni of King Mongkut University, North of Technology, North Bangkok. I graduated from I have been graduated 4 ages. Right now I'm assistant of governor of business, and my expertise about EV. I am the president of EV of PEA, and I would like to support EV, how to use and management, and how to use the EV management. So I am the newcomer of EVET, and I am the head of the supports the use. So our mission is to support the regular cars to use EV cars. This is our missions of our PEA policy. This is the sample of the pictures that we have been doing this work. We have different duties, different responsibilities. We lecture, we give information to all sectors as many chances we have. We collaborate with the university, and we are thankful to the Highness Ambassador from Germany. We have the charger station, and right now we give the energy for free if you have made decision to buy the EV. It could be the advantage. Many different station, different charger give or provide free energy, so it's worth of money. So we have the missions to distribute rapidly, distribute the energy. So private sector and government sector. So we have different responsibilities. So we have people who's interested of EV. They invited me to be in the on media side. I'm talking about the three sessions. So let me interrupt. Please speak slowly a little bit, slower a little bit, please, because we have the interpreter is in another room working for us. I'm sorry. So if the interpreter cannot catch up, so you can give us the whisper or notice. Three sessions with what we are talking about is the first session is the as a whole the missions on EV of PEA according to the support policy of EV user. The second session is EV business, charging station, and EV home charger services. And the last session I would like to talk about is the next step of EV business. What we would be supposed to be done. This topic is to intrigue the creator like you to produce the innovation, to produce the new idea, and we are waiting for a great idea for the EV users and to be useful for the plans and system plan and distributed plan. Your idea could be like a dream come true. Let me talk about what we are dreaming about. So let's see our mission as a whole on EV. The auto industry, we are trying to handle the EV. So I have talked about it earlier. The policy and the standard to support from the government is so severe, they send us the notice. Right now, if you buy the EV, you could feel bad because it's on sale, like at least 100,000 baht discount because the government subsidize or support. So the third sign that the government wants to be the production base for the globe, this would involve the PEA on how the demand of users This is one of our missions. The third topic is to be ready to provide the factor to support. So we talk about PEA and EGAT, that we collaborate about the station. The government policy told us to add more 5 stations. At the first station, we are still lack manpower, and we are on the right directions. As far as the support on the important missions, that would be the factor that could change the mind of the user to use EV. The second policy is about the energy structure. PEA has important missions about EV. About 4 to 5 years ahead, we would have plenty of EV. We produce enough energy. This is the topic we need to plan. For this reason, the directions, we will have many more speakers to go on details. So I would like to give you some basics. The government reduced tax, and they reduced the tax about, the highest is 150,000 baht tax reduced. So the motorcycle also subsidized about 18,000 baht. So the chance for the EV user is right here. Why not use it? Why not change it to EV? Because the government policy, what's happening? Why the government support this much? The government would like to support clean energy to reduce pollution, so that Thailand would launch to the global trends to use EV. For this reason, our target, our goal, to use more. Like look at the registration, EV registration at more 172.2%. That means it's time that all sectors, students, investors, or people who's looking for the business, they probably need to pay more attention to EV business, because it's double rapidly growth, massive growth this is the information on 2022. When we look at this statistic, we would see in Bangkok, they use EV the most. When we compare with other provinces, the numbers, the first quarter, it's about 1,236 vehicles. It might seem small, but when we compare with the past, it's a lot. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the growth, the blue graph, which will pay attention about lithium ion. When we check the price do price survey results, the trend is decreased gradually. In 2000, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, it's about
If you look at the motor vehicle, the zero emission sales and share outlook for all road vehicle segments, if you look at the yellow graph, you will see the comparison between rate buses, between buses, wheelers, cars, or LCVs and MCVs. There's a high demand in electrical vehicle. You can see that in the future there will be a highly increase in using electronic vehicle according to the statistic here. So we are in the right direction. Because of the global passengers vehicle sales outlook by the drivetrain. Okay, if you look at the next slide, you will see there's two parts. There will be a private sector and there will be a public sector. We'll talk about business between private and public sector. When we look at for the left-hand side, the private sector, there will be the charging station. For the private, they will divide into two types. There will be home use and workplace use. Okay, for the home, we will divide it into three parts. There will be single home, multiple family, and condominium. There will be a home use charger. However, we'll have a workplace charger. This will consist of offices and fleet. Fleet, which means that like a taxi drive, taxi, parking, taxi station, cab station, or bus station. It's not for public. It will be for private. Okay, for public, they will be divided into two parts. There will be commercial area and public station area. For the commercial area, they're divided into three parts. For example, the parking station or department stores, etc. We will use the AV charge or normal charge, or we will use fast charge or battery swapped. For public station, we'll use, for example, motorcycle. Swap battery, we'll use motorcycle. We will talk about battery swap later on. This is very popular at the moment for the battery swap business. Here are the example of the private charger and the public charger. Okay, if you look at the picture, there will be private charger. These will be attached at home use or condominium or apartment, or in the petrol station. Here are the picture, the example of how we use electrical vehicle charger. Now, if you look at the public charger, it will use for motorcycle, like electronic motorcycle. This is the example for the future. However, it's very difficult and it's unlikely to happen because for people who use motorcycle, it's very unlikely to use the charging station at home. So, as you may see, the motorcycle, they're very fast, so they are likely to wait for the charging station. They don't like to wait. So therefore, we use swap battery. That will be suitable. suitable for motorcycle user. They prefer swap charges. If you look at the right picture, it's a swap and go. I believe this will be suitable for the people who use motorcycle rather than the charging station because of the time consuming. I believe that the swap charging is very suitable for future use for the motorcycle users. However, what my concerns is different type of motorcycle, different brand. We have used different brand. At the moment, there's so many and various motorcycle brand. There are different price. The price are various between brand. It started from the lower price to a higher price. So we have to think about how and what we aim for, which brand. For example, if we prefer to go for brand A, now the brand E there will be a conflict between different brands. So this topic is a topic that we like to raise the concern. So what my suggestion is, maybe for the organization and department who looking to invest in electric vehicle for motorcycle user, we might have to look into the standard. Okay, for example, there will be like a main standard battery so that every brand will use the same battery type so that there will be no conflict between brand A or brand B. For example, Honda Wave. Maybe if we Honda Wave will use electrical, so it will be very difficult because of the price gap. Because of the battery is very expensive. Per battery is about 20,000 baht for one battery. But the motorcycle, the price are cheaper. So this will be very difficult because of the price of the battery. That's the concern for the motorcycle users. So maybe we have to look into how or way we can find a solution for swap battery. Maybe it will be a better solution to go and buy like a higher expensive motorcycle. So we're still waiting for the solution for this. And maybe what my thinking is, if we just sell the motorcycle without the battery, so maybe we can sell just the motorcycle and the users will go and buy the battery by themselves. That might be the solution because the motorcycle will be cheaper than if you buy the motorcycle with the battery, with the built-in battery. So what my suggestion will be, the buyer will just buy the motorcycle and the battery business will just produce the battery and the user just buy the motorcycle and purchase the battery from the company itself. I believe that this business it's a very very interesting and future for Thailand. And when we're looking at the buses in Thailand, this is also very important. We need to use a higher voltage, the battery. Well, with the buses, we use a high voltage of battery, so we have to look into the higher vehicle, for example, bus or boat. We have to look into the more powerful electrical battery, 250 watt and above, 250 kilowatt or above. Now, according to the research for the electronic vehicle user, 80% of the people that use electronic vehicle charge at home, 80%. Only 15% or 5% will use the charger, public charger. This is according to the research. It shows that EV car users charge at home primarily 80% of the users. However, if you charge the battery at home, there will be a slow charge. Then maybe for work or secondary, it will be a slow charge. However, with the super fast or fast charge, it will use for public, which they not normally go for public charge. This is the foundation for electronic charging in the future, electronic charging station. So now, how Metropolitan Electricity Authority will help us with the EV. Metropolitan Electricity Authority now try to help and cooperate with some MEA EV application with the smart charging. We try to look to
So three PEA need to work collaboratively. So they need to bring all the technology to utilize this. So I will talk about what technology we have to use it so that it would be high proficient, so that it could bring up the high standard and the most safe. So this is our mission, the mission of PEA. This is our predictions. The PEA of electricity has been increased. So we have EV reach the goal till millions autos. So we have to produce enough energy to handle the increment of EV. So we need to collaborate with the designers. We need to we need to make the survey of the handling policy. Look at the red lines is the load base. So we have the smooth loads from PEA. So there's not much increase. There is the solar to feel the energy. Look at the yellow EV. And with the green line, we will have 16,663 loads. The support plan we have, so to sustain the EV so that we can handle the EV, because we plan for 6 million vehicles. We have the period 13 to 15 from 2022 and the next 5 years. 1,053 megawatt. We plan to build the small charger 820 places.
Okay, here are the scenario planning for future electronic vehicle. You can see the project in the next 13, 14, and 15th quarter. So we're looking to increase the charging station from 2,565 to 2,580. So that's the future expanding for electronic vehicle and charging station within the Thailand, Bangkok, Nonthaburi, and Samut Prakan province. Here are the three main locations that we're looking to started with the three provinces. Those three areas are very busy. There's a lot of factories, lot of organizations, lot of public organizations. So there will be the high percentage for EV usage. Okay, we also looking into TLM, which is transformer load monitoring. So we try to monitoring the transformer load. With the latest crisis that happened at Sampeng area, where the explosion of the charging station. So we're trying to look into this issue as well with the health and safety. Here are the pictures and the photos of the transformer load monitoring, or we call it TLM. We're trying to look to adjust and investigating and try to looking into TLM mode. We try to focus on this in year 2570. We try to make sure that this will happen. We're trying to cooperate with the Metropolitan Electricity Authority to look into this issue to make sure that the TLM are. If you look into the graph on the left-hand side, this is the owner makes the choices. However, on the right-hand side is the supplier makes the choices. As you can see, there's a decrease in the supplier makes the choices. So we're trying to look into the smart charging issue. If you look into the electric vehicle charging stations, the comparison trying to add about 32 kilometers. We use 3.7 to 7.7 kilowatt.
So I would like to show you the sample of this graph.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we're looking at the slide with the EV smart charging. If you can see, there's a conventional charging. This is the concept design for the EV smart charging. So we try to cooperate with all the teams with the charging station. We try to work together to make sure that there's a limit, there's a power limit. For example, it will be time sharing or swap charging. What we can do to try to find the solution for the power limit for the EV smart charging. For example, maybe in the future, we might have to ask the driver whether what time are you looking to charge the car, so we can try to find the priority charging. For example, the user that will leave the house earlier will get the priority to charge first. This will be working between home charger and the TLM charging. Well, if you're looking at the statistic for the smart charging in the other countries, we will make sure that if Thailand can try to find a solution, then that will be better for the Metropolitan Electricity Authority. We need to invest in the charging. We only got 5 minutes left, so I'm trying to go very fast here. What I'm looking at is the low priority prices from the Metropolitan Electricity Authority. We'll try to get the low priority price for 2.6369 baht per unit. However, will be the price for the low peak and high peak. There will be 3 aspects that I'm concerned. I'm trying to find the cooperation between all the organizations, for example, public station, private sector, to cooperate with each other to try to find the solution for the charging station. And one of the main area and the key points is health and safety reason. We have to make sure that there should be the MDB, the miniature circuit breakers for each station. Here are the package for the EV home user. My session is nearly come to the end, so let me just give you the final. At the moment, we're giving you the free charger socket. However, there's a condition that you have to open for public user. So anyone who interested, please contact us, Metropolitan Electricity Authority. Even it could be condominium or the university, schools, or government organization. Please contact us for further information. Here are the applications that you can download for free. There will be information given out to you. You can download via iOS 13.3 or later, or Android or Huawei, supported by Google Mobile Service. My apologies for very fast because there's a lot of information. I'm trying to put the impact into a very short time. So thank you very much. Is there any questions from students? I have a question, please. Okay, for us in Thailand, if we don't have enough energy power, what we can do, what we can find a solution. Can we build like a nuclear station or something? However, to answer this question, to be honest, I don't think that that's possible at the moment, because we're thinking of the safety concern. However, we have different type of energy, for example, water energy, solar energy, sunlight energy that can be applied. So I believe that all the green power energy, but it's not time for the nuclear energy at the moment. Thank you.